Hey YouTube, it's a new day, it's a new week, and I just came back from the gym. I know you guys can't see it, but I'm sweaty right now. Yeah. So, Ryan, how's your weight loss going? Well, I'm at 62.9, but you guys know I like to take the higher, so we're gonna say 63.9. 262.9, but we're going to say 263. I like to take the higher of the two. Plus, 0.1 is not exactly a big deal. Although I have eaten, so maybe I'm less. But you know what? That's kind of a big deal, because that means I got 63 more pounds to go. Yeah. Started at 386. I've lost like 120 something now. Wow. That's cool. That's a lot of weight. I showed you my goddaughter. That's a goddaughter and a couple babies. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Anyway, so, Ryan doing the vegan thing. I decided, because I'm a big advocate for doing, like, basically little changes at once and start adding things in so you don't get overwhelmed. So I've decided, instead of going vegan at first, I'm going to go ovo-lacto, well, fish, vegetarian. So, I mean, realistically, I'm cutting out red meat and chicken, and I want to try to stay away from processed foods. The only problem is, I really hate fish. When I was growing up, we were really poor, and the only fish I ever had came in, like, stick form. Yeah. So if you guys have any fish ideas, please feel free to put them down below. Maybe something that tastes like delicious, delicious steak. But yeah, it would have been interesting, like, if I was there in, like, Jesus' time and he was all, like, creating fish for everybody. I mean, I'd eat it. It's Jesus. But I would totally have been like, oh, thank you, Father. And then, of course, the wine thing. I really hate wine, so I'd be doubly screwed. Yeah, so what else? What else should I say? Well, my gym stuff's going good. I mean, that's solid now. I'm becoming a beefcake. Yes! I'm really looking for work, because this month's the end of my EI. And I've been, like, looking for work before, but I really want to get into something physical and healthy. Now, keep in mind, I really do have back issues still. But I think, you know, I want to go part-time so I can keep doing all my workout stuff. Although I might have to modify it a little bit, I'm not sure. But I think that, like, even if I'm doing a physical job, even if my back starts to hurt, I can go ahead and push through that. And the more it hurts, also, the more muscle I know I'm building up. So that's pretty good, too. What kind of foods have you eaten this week, Ryan? Well, I have to admit, I did go out to a couple restaurants, but they were, like, vegetarian and vegan restaurants. But it was for my good friend's birthday. And, yeah, so it's not so good. But it's not so bad, either. I find for some reason the influx of calories really helped me to lose weight. And I've been really good. I just do the meal thing instead of just going crazy for the whole day, like the one meal. So I think that makes a big difference. I try to save up my calories sometimes, but that's also not good, because then your body's all like, I need food. So as pertaining to the demon roller there, the one I showed you, and I explained that I got another one, so I got this blue one. It's basically about that thick. Still hurts, but it's getting better, which is nice, because, like, it hurt like all shenanigans. I'm not a guy that cries. I really am not. Unless it's the Notebook. But, yeah, so basically I'm just sitting there and, like, grunting. Sort of sounds like a bowel movement. Kind of weird. No, I don't grunt when I'm doing that. That'd be weird, though. Just sitting there, I'm like, oh, this is so painful. Anyway, you guys are probably like, TMI, Ryan, TMI. And guess what this week is? Well, next week, technically. The 14th is my birthday. And I'm turning old, people. I'm turning old. Well, I'm turning 29. I know there's some people that watch this show that are like much older than 29, they're gonna be like, "You're still baby. That means I'm really old. Oh my gosh." But I will say, you know, 60 is the new 50, so maybe you're doing good. I also started stretching really hardcore maybe last week, because it was explained to me that, like, when you get older, so, like, one of the reasons that older people are hunched over is because, like, when you're young, your muscles will move. Yeah, the wave! But when you get older, they're just, like, they kind of harden up, so you can't, like, you're not as flexible. And, I mean, if I want to be like Jack LaLanne when I'm 80, or 90, or whatever the heck he was, before he kind of passed, it was sad, then I've got to start stretching, and stretching good. It was really funny, there's this leg stretch machine where basically you put your leg, like, over here, and you lay over here. You have a little wheel over here that lets you bring it up. And I can get up to 40 or 45, and I'm like, yeah, that's really good! And then, one of the trainers at the gym, he's basically looking at me and he's like, oh, that's not so good. And he's like, I don't know, like, I think he's 30-something, but I'm pretty sure he's 40-something. So I'm a terrible guesser of age. But he's like, Ryan? And I'm like, yeah, what? He's like, I can get up to 80. You need to work at this. But that's the thing. I've always, like, in my legs, I've always had so much muscle that it's really hard for me to stretch. Like, when I put my legs, like, side to side, they're like this. It's hard as shenanigans to get them down. Like, I can't. Like, I've got the crotch muscle going on. Yeah. But yeah. So, I think that's good for this week. Please feel free, like I said, to let me know of fish recipes that don't taste absolutely disgusting. Oh, they're all going to be gross. Maybe some vegetarian recipes, if you know any. That would be really cool. I tried, like, I think it's like egg-adashi tofu, or the tofu with egg on it. Man, that was delicious. Egg-adashi. Yeah, it would make sense. It's got eggs on it. It's called egg-adashi. Anyway, YouTube, you have yourself a fantastic week. Man, you guys look sexy. See ya.